Get the tools you need to become a free and independent trainer with my Dumbbells to Dollars course at www.dumbbells2dollars.com. How are we doing, everybody? Jonathan here, and in this video, and in about 10 minutes or less, I'm going to go over the 10 secrets to my success. As I understand, many of you want to work on your own. You don't want to work in a big box gym, and you want to run your own business. But if you don't implement a lot of these rules, which I've learned over time, it's going to be a lot harder for you to see success. So this is actually my second time around making this video. The first time I did it in 17 minutes. I want to make it shorter. I want to get to the point. So if there's anything you need me to expound on, put it in the comments section below, and I will do my best to make it helpful for you. So the first secret is going to be your priorities. You, remember, have to be your first priority. Your second priority is your business, and your third priority is your client. Why? Because if you're not happy, if you're not healthy, if you're not safe, you won't be able to run your business. And if your business is not efficient, it won't be able to get clients. So a lot of times you think the customer is always right. You just do whatever the client says. But really what you have to do is take care of yourself first. So you got to take care of your health. Then you got to make sure your business is efficient. And then you'll take care of the client. And just because your client is in the bottom of those three, that doesn't mean they aren't important. But if the other two aren't in order, you're not going to be able to get the third part. All right. So take care of yourself. Make sure that you stay healthy. Keep your business efficient, and you'll get more clients. The second law is before you outsource a job, make sure you understand a little bit about it. All right. So you can't do everything, but you can know what people should be doing. I remember when I worked in banking, one of the things that I hated was when they hired a manager that never worked as a teller or a salesperson in banking because they didn't understand what I had to do. So you want to hire, let's say, somebody to build a website, and they're going to build a good looking one, but it's not good for fitness. Or you want somebody to build a logo for you, but you don't know what makes a good logo. Or you want somebody to run your advertising, but you don't know who you should be targeting. You're just taking advice from somebody that did marketing for restaurants. And marketing for restaurants is different from marketing from training. So you need to take some time to learn exactly what you need before you pay somebody else to do it, or else you run the risk of them not doing it correctly. The next law is you want to control how you get paid. All right, I'm a big fan of automatic billing. Every trainer should have an automatic merchant service account, because if you have a situation where you're just taking cash or check, let's say by session or by week, I guarantee you're going to run into the client that doesn't pay on time but still trains on time. You know what I mean? So you want to put yourself in a position of 50% power where you can charge them anytime you want, and they're in a position of 50% power where they can cancel anytime they want. But you're not going to be able to do that if you're relying on them and waiting on them to bring in money. You want to establish an agreement where you take their card information, and then when they want to stop, you'll stop billing them. The only alternative to this is if they're paying for a long period of time with a lot of money at once. That's the only situation where I would take cash. But other than that, establish an auto billing situation with a merchant account, and I guarantee you it's going to be much better for you. The next thing is never take a percentage deal. So if you are looking to get into a sublease with a landlord, you never want to put together a situation where you say, all right, I'll give you 25% of my revenue. Because in the beginning, maybe that will mean that your rent is very manageable. But as you get better and as you work harder, you're going to be paying out way more than you should, even though the landlord is not working any harder. So if you're paying 25% of $100, now you're just paying $25 rent. All right. But let's say you get really good and then you're making $4,000. Now you're paying $1,000 rent when really your rent should be somewhere around $200, maybe $300 in this scenario. So what would I suggest? I would suggest agreeing on a flat fee. Even if it makes you a little bit scared, that's good, because it's going to mean that you're going to work harder to make sure that you make that money, and then you won't overpay for the space. All right. The next thing that you want to learn: don't take on a partner if you don't need it. I've seen a number of business partners break apart. The relationship goes south. Why? Because one person always works harder than the other. And I can tell you right now, if you get into a partnership, if they're not, dedicated to watching this channel, learning, if they're just really good with training, or they just have the look, they're probably not the best situation. You're probably better off hiring them as a high-paying employee than a partner, because one person is always going to do more work and drag the other person, and you're going to resent the other person, and they're going to be paying them. They're going to be benefiting off of your hard work. So you don't want people to benefit off of your hard work unnecessarily. Don't be scared like I was in the beginning. Luckily, my partners kind of quit before I got really good. Go at it by yourself. Work hard, and I guarantee you'll be okay. All right. The next one is burn the boats, don't quit. So if you ever read The Art of War, they say that if you want your army to fight its absolute hardest, make sure that their backs are to the wall and there's no way out. All right, if you put a way out in war, your army's going to retreat when things get hard. And I think the only reason why I was successful with this business is because I made up my mind as soon as I started that no matter what happened, I wasn't going to quit. It was win or die for me. All right. And too many trainers give themselves a way out, like, it's getting rough right now, so I'll just quit. It gets rough for everybody. It got rough for me. I remember Darian told me a story about how he had his first class and only 2 people showed up and he wanted to quit, but he said no and he just kept on going, and now he's got his own facility and he's got a ton of clients. These stories happen to everybody that wins, all right? You either win or you quit. That's it. So you got to make up your mind when you first get into this game that you're going to stay in this game. And if you do, I guarantee you're going to be okay. All right, the next thing is you want to get good at saying the word no, all right? Because clients are always going to test you. They're always going to try to get you to break your rules. And if you have a rule or if you have an idea where you want to put together a discounted rate for a certain period of time, implement it. Once it's over, it's got to be over. So the next person that comes in, they're going to be like, oh, I just missed the deal. Or, somebody that has a program with you, oh, I can't make the sessions. I want my money back or whatever. Listen, you have to be okay with saying, this was the agreement. It's no. I just ran into that situation where I ended my Groupon. I decided not to run a 30-day for $30 deal for a while just to see what happened. And people had to sign up for $269 up front. So I had a new client and all of her friends had signed up with a Groupon deal and she wanted the Groupon deal. And I just said, no, listen, it's over. You missed the boat. Blame them for not referring you sooner. And if it's not for you, I understand. Have a nice life. Go to Blink. I really just put it out like that. And what happened? She came back around. So if I were kind of like, she would have known that she had me. But I didn't falter. I was very stern. And that was my rule. So if you're going to be a business owner, you got to be good with saying no. Don't let people work you just because you're a little bit desperate. If you have a plan, stick to it. And I guarantee you're going to be better off. All right. The next rule is you got to get good at doing the little things. And the little things are like, getting that piece of equipment that everybody wants you to get, or making sure that you're organized, or making sure that your business is clean, or getting testimonials, or getting reviews. Those are the little things that make businesses go. And the reason why they're so important is that most trainers don't do it, and they don't do it well. So it's great that you're a great trainer. It's great that you're loud. You might have the awesome body. You might have the look. But if you're not doing the back end stuff consistently, you're missing out on, that client that was just looking in and they couldn't get quite enough information, or, oh, it was messy that day. Yeah, I can't go there. Or, oh, it was dirty that. You can't have that situation. You got to make sure that you do the little things correctly. The next thing is you want to take advice from your best clients. All right. So you want to make sure that you always ask your ideal client how you're doing. You can't be so ego driven that you can't take constructive criticism. And one of the main reasons why my bootcamp is so successful is I always ask my best and ideal clients what they like, what they don't like. And the more that I give them what they want, the more that it attracts clients like them. But if you're just doing things your way, then you're missing out on an opportunity to get a lot of insight and advice from the most important person that you could ask. And it's not me. The most important person that you can get advice from is your ideal client in your area, because they have the key to getting more people like them. So always ask, how's the workout? How's the program? What am I missing? What can I do better? What did you not like? The more you ask, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. And the last law is going to be to use your business as an investment, not as an ATM. And so many business owners, this is not just limited to trainers, just use their business as an ATM. A dollar comes in, they take the dollar for themselves. The dollar comes in, they take a dollar for themselves. But if you would take that dollar that came in and put it back into the business, perhaps that business can turn it into $2 or $3. Now, there are a number of ways to put that dollar back into the business. It might be buying equipment. Right? It might be hiring a cleaning company so that your business is always presentable. It might be getting a course like my Dumbbells to Dollars course, which teaches you how to run a business more efficiently. It could be anything under the sun. But if you just take the money and run, then you're really just kind of like wasting an opportunity for you to grow your business. So for instance, for a long time, I had a great WordPress website and I was paying $100 a year for hosting, and it was good enough. People were able to get information, but I wanted to be better. So I invested in learning how to make better websites, and now I pay $97 a month to host my own website, but it's much more streamlined. I can do a lot more on it. I can offer online training on it. It's better for search engine optimization. It just looks better. So even though I'm paying more than I did before, I'm paying 12 times more, it's earning me way more than it's costing. So you got to be willing to invest in your business, because when you put dollars into your business the right way, I guarantee you, they're going to multiply. All right, so that's about it. I know this is shorter than 17 minutes, and I went a little bit faster than I normally do, but I wanted to get all the information out without boring you guys. So remember, if you have any questions or comments, or you need me to expound on any of these rules, put them in the comment section below, because you know your questions and comments will fuel this channel. But that's about it. And as always, remember, if you're looking to better yourself, better your business, get in the game, dominate the game, win at the game, got to get the Dumbbells to Dollars course. It is the #1 resource for any trainer looking to be successful, whether you're trying to get into the industry, whether you're trying to dominate the gym scene, whether you're trying to go out on your own, or whether you're trying to scale your existing business. I guarantee you the Dumbbells to Dollars course is going to be worth way more than the investment into it. So check that out. If you've never checked it out, go to www.dumbbellstodollars.com, and I guarantee you're going to love it. So that's about it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll be back next week, as long as you remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe, stress levels, don't get rest, don't slap anybody, love your clients, say I love you back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.